What's going on, guys? Everybody, I'm Brock. On TikTok, I did a whole series where I gave my opinion on every shiny Pokemon. I took all the Gen 8 opinions and mashed them into this video for you guys. Okay, this kills me to say it, but Shiny, Grookey, Thwackey, Rillaboom, like, none of them are good. Like, they barely change. I don't like Shiny Scorpion either, but Shiny Raboot helps a little bit with having the white and stuff. It looks good. Shiny Cinderace, though, I don't like the more neutral colors. It's just, Shiny Soble's alright. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about it. Okay, I'm liking the colors with Shiny Drizzle. I'm not gonna lie. I actually love the palette of Shiny Inteleon. I just wish it was on a better Pokemon, because Jesus, this thing's ugly. It's that same kind of red with a Alolan Rattata. It's just kind of interesting. Oh, that does not go well with beige. No. Go away. Rookity's Navy goes to like a weird yellow color. It's not that bad, but it works. They just turned down the saturation on Corvisquire, but it doesn't look bad either. They did the exact same thing with Corviknight. It doesn't look bad, but it's still just kind of meh. Blipbug barely changes, but it's Blipbug. You don't remember it in the first place. I like the shiny version of Dottler, though. Like, the blue and orange, they just mix well together, and I like it. Shiny Orbeetle looks really freaking cool, though. I think the blue-violet colors mix well together, especially like, with that black and pink accents. Like, it's just really nice. Ah, I get it. It's a silver fox with shiny Nickit and Thievul. Clever. Not really a big fan of the pastels with Shiny Gossifleur. They just kind of blend together too much with like the blue and the green. I like how Shiny Eldegoss goes from darker to lighter as like it ascends in its design. I don't know what I mean by this, but I know what I mean, and that's what matters. A simple palette swap for Shiny Wooloo. Perfect. They kept it with Double. Double is a little more complex and a little more confusing, but it still works enough. Shiny Chudo reminds me of Raphael from the Ninja Turtles, and I absolutely love that. I don't know if I like the inclusion of the orange here or not. I wouldn't say it looks bad, but it doesn't look bad. I am freaking torn here. Not a fan with the pink on Yamper. I feel like they could have done more. Okay, Boltun's even worse. That's just a really bad shiny. I really like Shiny Rolycoly. Like, the orange and blue just go well together. Shiny Carkol and Shiny Colossal aren't nearly as good because they don't have that same contrast. They also don't have as much black compared to Rolycoly. But they're not horrible. Just switching it to like a sour green apple from their normal red apple with Applin, Flapple, and Appleton, that was just a smart idea. Aw, I feel bad for Silicobra. It just looks more sickly than usual. I do like the gray tones on Sandaconda a bit more, though. Cheeto Bird. They use this faded blue a lot in Gen 8, I'm noticing. I don't hate it, but it's getting a little too much now. Barraskewda is better because it has that inclusion of the orange, but still, I'm getting sick of this blue. The hot pink mixes well with like that lavender color with Toxel. It's not too bad. I think the pink with Toxtricity with the purple goes really well with the normal yellows and blues. Like, these both look really cool. I like Loki a bit more, though. Sizzlebeat Shiny is a little simple. It's not too bad, but they still could have done more. Same thing with Centiskorch. Like, you can still tell it's shiny, but still, I would have liked to see some change, like the frontal patterns, you know? Shiny Clobbopus reminds me of Squidward, and I love it. I just love the vibrancy of Shiny Grapploct. It looks so freaking awesome. The blue to pink change with Sinistea is not too bad. I like it. Same with Poltergeist. I just wish the purple body had changed to something else. I don't like the faded colors with Hatena. It doesn't look good. Hatterene is a bit better with the pink and the white, but still not nearly as good. Hatterene's a lot better though. Like, the white makes the pink pop and it just blends together well. I think Shiny Impidim's the best of its entire shiny line. Morgrim's okay, but the inclusion of purple just makes it too busy. And with Shiny Grimmsnarl, I just don't like the white and purple combo instead of the blue from Impidimp. It's just not as good. You are loud and I love it. I love the tacky shinies. Shiny Berserker's alright. I have nothing bad to say about it. One of the best shinies introduced in Generation 8. This is so good. Sirfetch'd, you are kind of a disappointment all around. Oh my god, like, I see what they're doing with Mr. Rhyme, but that's not good. Shiny Runerigus changes a lot, but very little at the same time, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I like this or not. I don't even know why they made Milcery in the first place, but the fact that they made it off-white, comments, take care of that one. Shiny Alcremie's really good. Like, the black and white, it's an interesting take. I don't usually like brown or yellow shinies, but Shiny Phalanx works really well. Like, the white and the blue make it pop a little bit. I completely forgot you existed. I'm not even gonna lie. Your shiny's boring too. Aw, man, why does Snub have to have a boring shiny? Frostmoth's the same, like, it barely changes. You're one of the most forgettable Pokemon, and you have one of the most forgettable shinies. I don't like Ice in the slightest, but I do think it's funny how, like, the block of ice is pink. I don't really like Shiny D. The blue and purple just, they don't contrast enough. I wish Shiny Morpeko changed a bit more. It's just eh. Same with Q-Fin and Caparaja. I mean, it's not bad, it's just not good either. It's interesting how all the fossils went from really brightly colored to really dull with a touch of purple. I do like the purple, but I feel like they could have done something, you know, more zesty. I hate Shiny Duraludon. Like, it's barely different. Shiny Drippy's pretty meh. Like, it's just too many colors. Shiny Dracloak's a bit better, though. Like, we're improving. Now, Shiny Dragapult. That's a good shiny. There's enough contrast, there's not too busy, it's just good. I just love the boost of Shiny Zacian. I think the crown form looks a lot better with the inclusion of the gold too. Not a big of a fan with the pink and red on Shiny Zamazenta, but once again, having that gold break it up a little bit, it looks pretty good. Shinies need contrast with their colors, Eternatus. Jesus. They could have done something so much more with Galfu, but they just made its little mouth area darker. Same thing with the Urshifu forms. I mean, at least their fingers are a bit different, but that's wasted potential. Wow, this is just a disappointing episode, isn't it? Zaru barely changes too. It's just like the best thing. It's just eh. I mean, Regieleki, you can at least tell it's shiny. I mean, it's a better one, but still not good. Shiny Draco, just, are you serious? You could change that vibrant red to something really cool like a jet black, but no. Shiny Glastrier barely even changes. Gee, all these are just bad today. Scratch that. Shiny Spectre is actually not too bad. I like those colors. Scratch that again. Shiny Calyrex is just ugh. Okay, this is interesting. Shiny Calyrex in its rider forms, for whatever reason, the horses aren't shiny with it. That's weird. I like how Galarian Meowth's kind of similar to normal Meowth in the shiny form. It's not too bad. The teal, blue, and cream color work really well for Shiny Galarian Ponyta and Shiny Galarian Rapidash. I like these. I love Shiny Galarian Slowpoke. It reminds me like melted butter. Why doesn't it keep that same color with Shiny Slowbro, though? I hate that peach. Shiny Farfetch does not change. Shiny Weezing is bad. Shiny Mr. Mime doesn't change. Let me talk about all the birds together, because, jeez, like, it was just a smart idea to make them look like their original form's normal colors. Like, this is really cool. I think that Articuno looks the best out of the three, but they're all pretty nice. All Galarian, Slowbro, and Slowking had to do was keep that gold and yellow from Slowpoke. But they didn't! Shiny Galarian Corsola does not change very much, but Corsola definitely makes up for it. Shiny Galarian Zigzagoon and Linoon are less loud than Obstagoon was, but still, I just love the striking red and blue. Shiny Darumaka doesn't change much, but I think it actually helps it out here. Same thing with Shiny Galarian Darmanitan. It's not the best, but you know, it works. I wish Zenmo, though, changed a bit more. I really like that green eye with Shiny Galarian Yamask. It just looks good. I am incredibly impartial to Shiny Galarian Stunfisk. I really don't care. I just like how there's just more yellow with G-Max Venusaur. It looks a lot better than just, you know, not as much yellow with the normal forms. I like how G-Max Charizard is more of like a charcoal gray rather than just like a sheer black. It mixes so well with like the bright flames. I feel like Shiny G-Max Blastoise changes the least out of most Gigantamax forms, but just G-Max Blastoise is just so damn cool. I really wish they changed the wings with G-Max Butterfree. I mean, yeah, it's cool, it's pretty, but come on, dude. G-Max Pikachu and G-Max Meow barely changed, so moving on. I don't know why the orange energy, like the green body with G-Max Machamp works. It just does. Whoever decided this thing just needed a pitch black hole for a mouth with pitch black eyes with beady little red irises was an absolute genius, and I applaud them for it. I like the faded green-blue with G-Max Kingler. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot Kingler had a Gigantamax before I made this video. G-Max Lapras is alright. I mean, it's just like normal Lapras. It's still okay. Same with G-Max Eevee. It's still the same as regular Eevee, but it's just bigger, so it's not bad. I just love the subtle change with G-Max Snorlax, just how the tree changes to like more of a fall autumn color, and I really love that. G-Max Scarpoder is more of a dumpster fire than usual, and not in the good way. And good old G-Max Melmetal, you could still barely tell it's shiny. Don't have much to say about G-Max Rillaboom. I wish they changed like the giant wood drums, but they didn't, so it's just meh. Same thing with G-Max Cinderace. You have a giant ball of fire, but you don't change that. Why? And with Inteleon, I get the whole point of their G-Max is that they just make one thing a lot bigger, but why didn't they change that one big thing in their shinies? I think regular shiny Corviknight is pretty meh, but makes like that red glow in its G-Max, that is so cool. That like glowing swirling blue on G-Max Orbeetle, that's also just, I just love this. I also really like that shiny G-Max Dreadnought's colors got a lot more dark and saturated compared to the normal form, because it just looks really good. It reminds me of like an actual turtle more than like a cartoony one. Shiny G-Max also looks so much better than its normal form, just like with the cracks and like that orange heat leaking out. It breaks up that blue, it makes it look so much better. Yes, these are two different Gigantamaxes. Why they did this I will never understand, but like their normal forms, the green apple motif just works. shiny G-Max Anaconda has black sand in the freaking, like, dust devil thing going on. If you don't think this is cool, please leave. It's kind of hard to tell that G-Max Toxtricity is shiny just because, like, the whole red glow they usually have, like, the light from the underbelly. But I still like it. It's just a slight change, but it works. I don't know why they only changed your itty-bitty legs to, like, a blue color. Like, there was so much potential here. G-Max Hatterene, I don't have much to say about. It's just meh. I mean, it's a little bit white, it's a little bit interesting, but not, you know, something I'm just gonna gush over. I do like how G-Max Grimmsnarl goes from, like, that dark black to, like, that bright white. I just don't know why I like it, I just do. G-Max Alcremie takes all the Alcremie forms and kind of mashes them into one, so you can barely tell it's shiny unless you're really familiar with it, which I am not. I completely forgot that G-Max Paparaja was just a thwomp with a Squidward nose. The shiny's still pretty meh, though. G-Max Duraludon is one of the best improvements from normal shiny to G-Max shiny. For one, you can actually tell it's shiny, and two, it's like a setting sun, like, near a building, like, reflecting off the windows. This looks so good! And the Urshifu forms, they just have their mouths and fingers turn a little bit orange, so you can't really tell. I like Hisui Growlithe. I just don't think that yellow and that beige go together very well. Hisui Arcanine, though, that darker, kind of charcoal gray with the yellow, I think that works a lot better. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Black shinies always look good, especially with these guys, because they kind of look like Ultra Balls. Hisui Typhlosion looks cool. Like, I get the whole motif of, like, making them look like the original forms, but it feels like there's just something missing. You, though, don't know why the silver and purple work so well together, but they just do. Same thing with you, the weird navy gray and yellow, that just kind of works well. I like the slight change from the usual tan helmet with regular Samurott to the more white one. This looks pretty good. Lilligant, baby, you do not change. I feel like people are going to get mad at me for this one, but I still think Hisui Zorua, like the normal form, looks better than shiny Hisui Zoroark. But without a doubt, shiny Hisui Braviary is one of the coolest shinies I've ever seen. Unlike shiny Sliggoo and shiny Goodra, you look like you're taking a crap. No clue why they made your shiny orange, but it looks really crisp. Definitely the best starter shiny by far. Easy clap. This one looks great. And you're a booger. You're a booger, but you're just more deadly. Shockingly, you don't look like a booger from shiny Ursaring, and I kind of dig the red. The purple and yellow with the two different Basculation forms, like, they're okay, and it's just meh, in my opinion. Oh, great. That dingy color again. It never looks good, people. But you, Overquill, will always look super cool. And then there's Enamorous. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. You barely change.